All right, welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. I am Joey Calvo. Check us out on the website, lifewithjoeycalvo.website, where you can watch former previous episodes of the podcast, support the podcast, check out the merchandise store, and also buy live tickets to upcoming events. And so today we started a little different. So, only because we are going to be going on WPPM-LP radio in Philadelphia. So this podcast may not show the right way to start it, but it's the best we could do. And so today our guest is Rocko Paolo. He is, just bear with me one moment, get my cheat sheet, a singer, songwriter, actor, screenwriter, author, and filmmaker. Rocko, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, Joey, and congratulations on being live on the radio.
Yeah, well, it's actually going to be a special in reference to this. So, But still, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And this is also going to be on PhillyCAM TV. As well. And so, we're getting very far, but it's not far enough in reference to it. So
every overnight success takes years. So
yeah. Well, we've done this podcast for 7 years, so it took 7 years to get to TV and radio. So hopefully this time around, if people go to the Life with Joey Calvo website and click on the donate, that'll help us expand out to other cities outside of Philadelphia. So Rocko, tell us how you got to where we're at right now.
Well, I always interested in music and film. I think everybody is to a certain degree. I grew up listening to a lot of songs from the 50s, the 60s. Picked up a guitar when I was 16, and I started writing songs right away. I wasn't really like learning other people's stuff. I just started creating pretty much like 5 months into learning the guitar. So I started recording demos. From demos, I recorded in studios, and then in studios released stuff. And that was the start. And of course, that led to making music videos, and those are pretty much like short films in their own right. And since I write songs are stories, so it kind of led easily into screenwriting. And as you're playing a role in a music video, that's your acting part as well. Took some classes, of course, in high school, did the school play and stuff, but nothing beyond that. And then I started writing short films. I started directing them, casting them, making zero budget films. And with today's technology, of course, it's so much easier to get stuff done. Everything's digital. You can do it with a laptop, a smartphone if you wanted to. I have done a couple with smartphones. And I did a couple of features. Well, I can't say I did. The first feature I was part of, we were like 50 directors. We did like a few minutes each. And that was turned into a feature. Then I did do a feature film, which was done in 2 days. So I wrote it, so I was sure that I could somehow manage to do it in 2 or 3 days. And right now I'm currently editing a feature that I filmed in 1 day, because I got to keep challenging myself.
Okay. All right. So you started as a kid. You picked up the guitar and off to the races you went. So in reference to that, you said you did a film that within 2 days, and now you're doing one that's within one. Could you give an idea of what other feature films you might have done that people may
like the one I mentioned the first one was collaboration. It started off as a competition where everybody was doing 2-minute short film. And then in the end, when everybody had finished doing that, where people from all over the world, then the person who was organizing this couldn't really choose. So he just said, you know what, why don't we try something different here? We'll actually use all the footage or as much as we could and create it into a feature film. So that, because of that, and because there were so many collaborators on it, as far as writers, directors, it made it into the Guinness Book of World Records that year, which was like completely unexpected. So, I'm a participant in some kind of Guinness World Record because of the amount of people that were involved in this project worldwide, and it was the first time something like that was done, or at least on a global scale.
Okay, and you said you also started out doing music videos. So, like, when you were doing these music videos, like, were these, famous artists like Van Halen or Billy Idol or
I really wish that was the case.
yeah.
When I was going into the studio, we were doing Eurodance music at the time. So it was the 90s, and it was a big craze, and I was having a lot of fun rapping. So I ended up rapping on quite a few tracks, and they garnered awards. We did music videos for them because we perform them. Well, I guess you can call it live. The music was, of course, pre-recorded, and I would rap on the microphone, and the girls would be singing, and do that live in the clubs as well as on TV. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. That kind of opened the door, gave me some free studio time to work on some of my own material, which was more a mix, because I've been influenced by so many different styles that I even right now, when I release stuff on Spotify, I've kind of categorized them into 3 different personas, so that I can say, okay, well, this one's more rock and roll, so it goes with that moniker. This one is more hip hop, it goes into that moniker. So I created like personas in order to separate my catalog.
Okay, do you want to name your 3 personas?
Yeah, West of West, which is the one that does dance, hip hop, retro, kind of like 80s synth type stuff.
Okay.
I have Paulo I, which does country, pop kind of stuff. And then there's Rocko Paolo, and that's pretty much doing more of the blues and, like a blues rock, classic kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. So you got these you got these 3 genres. You got 3 aliases, we'll say, and then you have and got you into earning awards for music videos, and then you have your filmmaking, and so and you said some of those films that you created, you acted in them, correct?
Yes, quite a few of them I've acted in. Like, for example, whenever I would go on vacation with my wife and my children, my children became, actors in films. I'm like, okay, well, we're in, let's say I'm in Paris, so I'm like, this is great. I have a great location. I have the Eiffel Tower there. I have, museums in the background. So I'm like, I can easily film. I have the equipment on me. I just had my DSLR camera and my microphone, and we just started making films while on vacation. But these are films. These are like scripted films. These weren't like family traveling films. They were actually stories, and I would send them off to festivals. They would get picked up by festivals. Some of them wanted festivals, and that just kind of opened up the door to say, okay, well, maybe I should put ads out on Facebook and other mediums to get actors involved, and sound person, cameraman, and so now it's gotten to a point where I have a good roster of people, whether it's actors, and I have a friend of mine who handles the sound a lot, Fred Lalonde. He does most of the sound for my films, and yeah, it's become like a hobby that has taken over a good part of my everyday life.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play another song, and then we're gonna get into the questions. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Yep.
So we'll be right back on PhillyCAM TV, WPPM-LP, and YouTube. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back to the Life with Joey Calvo podcast on YouTube, PhillyCAM TV, and WPPM-LP. As you can tell, we are now getting to the questions. And so we have questions today from a real-life superheroine by the name of American Fox. And she has some questions that she had sent to you, Rocko, in advance. So the first question that she sent you was this. Was Dinner Party a favorite movie? And explain Dinner Party.
Okay, well, Dinner Party is the feature film I mentioned that I filmed in 2 days. So yes, it was quite an interesting film, and of course, one of my favorites because of the fact that we managed to do this in 2 days. We were a cast of 7 people. I have a very, very small role in there. I wrote it and, of course, directed it. I edited it. I did the music for it. And we had, a fine cast. We had 2 people in the crew. We had Alex, and we had Fred, as I mentioned earlier, who does the sound. And we had the 5 main actors. We had Bo, we had Steve, we had Danielle, we had Michael. We also had Sergio that was in there as well. And I seem to be missing one. Well, there's myself too that was in this small role. Mm-hmm. And why is this escaping me? Oh, yeah, there was Leia as well. So we were cast. We filmed this all at my place. So that made it a lot easier. If I forgot something, it was easy to find. It's going to be in the closet somewhere. And therefore, yeah, it was a blast to do that, to do that film.
Okay. All right. Next question from American Fox was this. What gets your mind set to write music?
It depends. I mean, when I was in studio, there were times when a client would indicate what they were kind of looking for or style. That was different. That made it a lot more difficult, I found, where I had to think about writing something versus channeling. I find with music, it just comes to me. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how it got there. It pretty much writes itself, and I'm just the instrument to release it. So there's times where I'm in the middle of writing a song and, the lyrics are, I write the music first, the melody, then the lyrics. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, so this is what the song is about. So I'm as surprised as some people like, hey, how did you come up with that subject? And I'm like, I don't know. It just wrote itself.
Okay. And the third question from American Fox is this. How much fun is directing?
That all depends. It's challenging for sure. It's fun in the sense of, you're getting to put your vision out there. And you're getting to work with a team of people, and you're making sure that everything is organized and running smoothly, if that's even possible. But what makes it fun is, as I indicated, is at the end when you're looking at the finished product, you're seeing your vision being completed and able for people to see your film, whether it's on a screen at a film festival or in on a screen at home when they're streaming it. So it's fun. The fun part, I think, is more in the post versus the chaotic and challenging time when you're actually filming it.
Okay. So a follow-up question is this. Have you thought of ever doing like a superhero type film?
Tell you the truth, not really. I know that there's people doing a lot of the, fan based films for, Spider-Man and things like that. I would like to do an action film at one point, but as I've mentioned, it's zero budget. So it's kind of difficult, even if I was to do something with a, superhero or an action film where you would have like a spy, or which is kind of like similar in that event as far as the fight sequences and car chases and destruction that you would have in a superhero movie. It's just that would be a lot costlier unless I was to go AI, which I don't really want to do because it takes away from the creative and makes things a lot too easy.
Well, if you ever decide you want to do a superhero movie, there you go, right in front of you.
I see.
Yeah, she would be great, and I'd actually help. Um, if you need help in reference to, um, you know, ideas, storylines, and stuff. Um, I mean, I can assist you in reference to American Fox if you did an American Fox movie. Um, I'd be happy to guide you with that. Um, so in reference to now that we got all these questions out and so on, um, where do we see Rocko in the next 5 years? Do do we see possibly a movie like we just talked about a second ago?
Good question. I am working right now with two people. I've written a script that is full feature that's definitely going to be needing a budget in the millions. And we're looking at shopping that so that we can get this film made. At what level I would be involved, other than having written and co-created it, I'm not sure. It would be
Okay.
a very big task to be able to direct it, and it's all depending. I'm not going to do like Stallone, which I think is great what he did, where he held strong when he was doing Rocky, and he said, "No, no, no, no! I have to make this movie. I got to do it a certain way."
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be a little bit more like, "Oh, you want to make my movie? Okay, do it," and I will stay on as consultant along with my two partners. But I don't think I would be able to. Well, I could fight it, but I mean, I just want the movie made.
Okay. Well, like I said, you always have that backup idea I just gave you. Just reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. Help you write it, or give you ideas to write with in reference to an American Fox movie. I mean, may not. It may. Well, who knows? It may overpower Spider-Man's latest ratings and stuff. I mean, she would be perfect for it. Um, if we think about it, yeah, this would be a great superheroine film. I mean, we had Wonder Woman in 2017 and Wonder Woman 84 in 2020. American Fox 2027 would be great. If you think about it.
You're really plugging. That's great for her.
Yeah. Well, but I just feel like she would be a great, she'd be the next hit movie out, and so on. So how can people reach out to you if they have ideas like I just threw at you?
I mean, I am on social media, so you can find me on Instagram, for example. It's Rocko Paolo _official.
Okay.
And then on Facebook as well, it's Rocko Paolo and then the letter I at the end. So Rocko Paolo I on Facebook. That's my page. So those are two places where I can be reached quite easily. And sometimes I do have people reaching out for other things because I also do like Elvis impersonations. I try to do a bit of everything in order to, I'm a guy of not, I wouldn't say many talents, but I'm a jack of all trades. So I try and get involved in every aspects of entertainment.
Okay. All right. So reach out to Rocko on Instagram at Rocko Paolo _official. Rocko, you're welcome to come back on the podcast at any time. If anything new comes up, or even what we talked about in reference to possible superhero movies.
I kind of figured you'd say that.
Yeah, but yeah, you're welcome to come back on at any time. And I thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you everybody for watching the Life with Joey Calvo podcast on YouTube, PhillyCAM TV, and WPPM-LP. God bless you all.